Hello. Today we are going to talk about eyebrows, and the reason for that is some of y'all out here are not acting right, and I'm gonna help you fix that. As you'll see, this one is done, this one is not done. Usually I do my foundation first, but I do have a cold sore, so I'm not going to risk having to throw away all of my sponges and brushes and everything. So here we go. Things that you need are your brow product, which here I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. I don't use this a lot, but it has a triangular kind of tip on one end and a spoolie on the other. You definitely need to have a spoolie. Your brush and your product, which I use a pomade. It is Ulta pomade, not Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Flower Eyeliner Brush by Drew Barrymore. This is an EcoTools eyeliner brush that I can make really, really thin so I can carve out my eyebrow once I am done. And then this is the e.l.f. Brow and Lash mascara, I guess is what you'd call it, but honestly I use it just to keep everything in place. So here we go. First step, you're going to take your spoolie and you're going to brush these puppies out. Okay, then take something with a very long end like this. This is where your eyebrow should start. This is where your arch should be. And this is where your tail should be. Okay, as you'll see. Okay, so you can also use an eyebrow powder if you want just to fill in like the sparse little regions between eyebrow hairs, but where my eyebrows are awful, especially this one, I can't do that. So I go with a pomade, which kind of keeps the hairs in place and adds the color I need, and you can draw in like hair-like strokes, which is really nice. So basically you start by underlining the bottom part of your eyebrow. Also, you do not touch the front of your eyebrow with a load of product, because if you do, you're going to end up with tater wedge brows or shower head brows, perhaps even sperm eyebrows, which that is the trifecta of awful eyebrows. And I mean, don't get me wrong, do whatever makes you happy. If you're happy with eyebrows like that, go ahead, do you, boo. But I walked around for a very long time with eyebrows that started about here because I overplucked, and they looked like they were running away from each other. And people in my life really let me walk around that way, so I'm going to try and help you. Also, if it helps, you can mark about where your eyebrows need to, all those different points where it lines up. That's what I used to have to do. Till I got a little better at it, and then I kind of just realized, you know, and my eyebrow hair grew back, which apparently doesn't happen for everybody, so my tattoo artist told me that I was very lucky for that. Also, I'm recording on my phone because my other camera sucks, and my brother is a camera goblin who refuses to allow me the use of his good camera. So, here we are. We're making do. Also, you should, I know I pointed out that this brush, you will need some foundation or concealer, depending on the order you do your makeup, to kind of carve out, fix those happy little accidents. And then also, there is basically nothing on this brush right now. And also, always recap your pomade because this ish dries out quick. So, next step, I take a little heavy-handed there, so I'm taking my spoolie and fixing the front, brushing some of that product back. And now I take, just like, I'm talking like barely anything on my hands, flattening this brush out real well. And fixing the accidents. I mess this step up all the time, can you tell? I don't like this right here, so we're gonna touch it up. Okay. Better, yes. And then the last step that I have is I take my clear brow mascara. Whoa now, what are you doing? And I fix them in place. Okay, so another thing that's kind of useful is I got these little eyebrow stencils. I've never been able to use them because none of them really fit the shape of my eyebrows. But if you don't have eyebrows, like because you have like alopecia, you've gone through chemo, they're good for helping you put eyebrows back on your face. And for that, I would also recommend using a really, really fine brush, like my eyeliner brush, with a pomade. And if your pomade dries out, you can use a little drop of like face oil to kind of bring new life to it, because that stuff is expensive, I'm not gonna lie. This is the finished look. They look much better than they did before. Yeah, so if you have any questions, concerns, comments, feel free to leave them. Always learning, always growing. So, alright.